Welcome to Grown Men Chopping It Up with J.R. Ryder and Kerry with the K. This is a grown-up place for grown-up talk. Put the kids to bed and crank up the volume. And let's get to it.
Today's episode is brought to you by a Catherine, an unforgettable girl who will be on your mind forever and always. Possibly the prettiest girl you were ever lucky enough to see. She will make you happier than ever when you're with her. She makes it seem like everything in your life is perfect. She's the most adorable girl you will see, and she's always happy, laughing and smiling. She has an awesome personality, extremely funny, and will always leave you with a smile on your face. This bitch does not exist. Bob goes, dude, you're going out with the Catherine? Yeah, and I'm the luckiest man in the world.
Oh, gee golly.
Psych. Or like they used to say back in the day, arf.
A lot of people ain't gonna remember that.
Oh yeah, I'm aging myself.
Last week's show, did you hear any feedback?
No, not at all. I wasn't looking for any though. I need to look around a little more.
Yeah, so I was talking to people and they had some disagreements on some of the stuff we said.
Hey, that's what I like.
But one person reached out and they said, I said, how'd they like the show? They say, traditional proposals, shake my head. I thought it was very interesting and good topics.
Hey.
The next person said, it's great, very interesting and entertaining, and hit on real life topics. Y'all crack me up about penis size and jealousy. That could be brought on by introducing a big ass dildo. I was dying on how nonchalant you guys were about it.
I ain't worried.
So since then, did you buy any big dildos?
No, not at all.
Did you try a strap on?
Won't be doing that anytime soon. Pegging is off the schedule.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I had no dildos or I wasn't pegged or impaled at any time.
Impaled. Shit.
So let's start off the show, man. You want to start off? Or you want me to start?
Oh, I got a good one here now.
All right, let's go.
This was gonna offend some people.
Oh, we're going there now.
Well, hopefully not. Okay, my first topic is 5 mindsets that hinder black women from relationship success.
Ooh.
Y'all know these women. Number 1 is Bitter Barbara. Bitter Barbara makes many outward attempts at femininity, yet is hard to the core. She's the disenfranchised and has been deeply hurt by a man who consequently blames all men for her pain. There are a lot of these women out there like that. I mean, they're blaming dudes for this and that when it's actually not even the dude's fault. It's their mamas.
Their mamas is the reason they ain't in relationships.
Exactly. They mamas let them see all her unsuccessful relationships and men running in and out of her bedroom. So now they automatically have that feeling that men ain't shit.
But you hear a lot of women say, oh, that's why I don't have no men around my kids because blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, and they lying because I've seen plenty of girls have lots of men around their kids. Everybody's uncle whoever. Oh, it's Uncle So-and-so. That's why I tell my kids, you're not related unless they're blood related. Fuck that shit. That is not your auntie or your sister or your brother. Because what happens is kids, they grow up with these people that they pretend to be their brother or sister. Then they grow up and the guy likes them. And like, ooh, I liked you for a long time. That's fucking creepy. We've took baths together and now you're all of a sudden saying you like me. It's that bullshit. Number 2 is Independent Eileen. Independent Eileen doesn't need a man to take care of her. She has her own house, her own car. She got her own house, got her own car. A decent to high paying job, can move the refrigerator and furniture or pay someone to do it for her. Independent Eileen can bring home the bacon and fry it up in the pan and really only needs a male to help her get her rocks off. Then again, she doesn't even need a male for that because she has her battery-operated man replacement in the drawer. Does she even have a man ever?
She got a man replacement in the drawer.
I don't even see why they think of vibrators as man replacement tools. Mm-hmm. Because they can't kill spiders.
They can beat the spider to death with it.
If a rat run past your feet, try to get your vibrator to kill it. It's just not going to happen. Number 3 is Religious Rhonda, which is probably one that's a lot of them out there like that.
Okay.
Religious Rhonda is religious, but lacks spirituality. She's looking for Jesus incarnate, and if Jesus were to knock on her door, he would not measure up to her standards either. Religious Rhonda is looking for a man who doesn't exist. Religious Rhonda sits around complaining with her girlfriends who are birds of a feather flocking together, as me and my friends call cackling hoes. So she's what they call married to Jesus. And there's no prenup. These religious Rhonda types I find most often are married to dudes in jail. I'm just saying how it is.
Don't shoot the messenger.
Yeah. I didn't say it. Number 4 is demanding Dina. Demanding Dina is so hard to please that no matter what you do for her, she is never satisfied. Demanding Dina does not realize the difference between demanding something with her mouth and commanding it with her actions. She has an attitude that she's owed something and everything must cease until her needs are met. That is bullshit. And she probably was growing up. She probably grew up with her father in the house, and he gave her everything she wanted. And now she expects everybody else to equal up to that.
to follow in those footsteps.
Not gonna happen. We didn't change your diapers. The last one is number 5 is Loose Lucy. Every man knows that loose.
Wait. Let's go back on that one. All right. Number 5 on why a woman can't get a man is what?
Loose Lucy.
Okay.
Every man knows that Loose Lucy gives up the coochie. It doesn't.
Lucy gives up the coochie. That's what I'm talking about.
And if you're adventurous, she'll give up the booty. So, it doesn't matter whether he's worthy or not. Loose Lucy believes the only way to get or keep a man is to open her legs.
True.
She has an attitude that once she gives in to a man's sexual advances, he's obligated to her. Lucy does not. Right, we go together. Loose Lucy does not respect herself and suffers from low self-esteem, which I find very attractive in a woman.
If we do it, we a couple.
Low self-esteem equals low panties. And that's the last one, which is, yeah. These women are very familiar to all of you, I'm sure.
So let's recap on the 5 types of women. Where was it?
The 5 mindsets that hinder black women from relationship success.
All right, let's go. Let's recap.
Number 1 is bitter Barbara. She wants to be feminine, but she doesn't come off that way, and she blames all men for her pain.
All men did it.
Independent Eileen, who doesn't need a man for nothing, and she got a battery-operated boyfriend who can't kill spiders. Religious Rhonda. She lacks spirituality, is married to Jesus, and is probably actually married to a dude in jail. Demanding Dina. Don't let me out. Demanding Dina. She demands everything and has an attitude if you don't do it.
Yeah.
Last one, number 5, which is probably fits a lot of women, is Loose Lucy, who gives up the coochie and sometimes the booty.
You said Loose Lucy got self-esteem problems.
Yeah, she thinks that once a man has sex with her, he's obligated to her. She doesn't respect herself and suffers from low self-esteem.
Wow.
And she always has sand in her vagina.
Why does she have sand in her vagina?
Because she does it at the beach.
All right, we're speaking on Loose Lucy.
Hey.
Let's roll in my topic, right? When you first meet someone, is it best to under communicate to avoid looking with social what's that word?
Whoa.
Society.
Yeah, that's right.
Says it's thirsty, or does it give the impression to the other person that you're not interested?
I think, yeah, you under communicate.
Under communicate?
Mm-hmm. Don't tell her too much, because if I think you under communicate until y'all have sex. Mm-hmm. Because, it turns women off. Certain things turn women off anyway. You might say, right. Hey, I don't have a degree. Oh, you ain't getting no pussy. Why not?
Yeah. I need educated dick.
Right, fuck that. Dick is dick.
Right. Just take this broke dick and be happy.
Yeah, damn right. Take this 2-year degree dick and get it over with.
Take this trade school dick and stop tripping.
I got a GED dick.
Yes. All right. I think it's a thin line between communication, right? Mm-hmm. Because when you meet somebody, if you tell them, I've told people stuff like about prior relationships, and maybe it came across a certain way, and then you might ask them a question, and they'll be like, "Oh, well, I'm not her," or don't treat me like you. He's like, no, bitch, I'm just trying to get to know you. Like, I wasn't comparing the two. So, for instance, you could say, well, my ex-girlfriend had hella bad credit.
Yeah.
And then, you might be reading an article and you like, did you know this about credit? Oh, no, I'm not her. And I was just like, oh, okay, well, I'm going to call you back.
Right. Never.
And I never called her back.
Never worried 30
Yeah,
seconds.
it was like she was using stuff that I said, like thinking that I was comparing it to. It's like, no, there's no comparison.
And she was probably listening loaded.
Yeah, listening loaded. Just waiting to be able to respond to something that I said.
Mm-hmm.
All right, person 1 said, there has to be a balance in what you share. You're obviously not going to say these are all my issues up front, but you definitely have to disclose your deal breakers, things that you're not willing to compromise.
Damn.
I don't think you're supposed to. You should do that early on.
No, you
and
shouldn't.
women don't. Any woman who says she keep it 100 is single and got hella cats.
Right.
Because if you come off from day one and you telling us all the stuff that you gotta have, no dude is finna mess with you.
Right.
If you finna be like, oh, you gotta be with me 24/7 and you need to pay for all this stuff and you need to, ain't no dude except a sucker finna sit around and just wait for all this bad shit. You trick us.
Yeah.
You make us think that you know what they do in the beginning. They wake us up giving us head.
Oh, man.
They get out of bed 2:00 in the morning, make some pancakes, go to sleep with a full face of makeup, wake up before we get up and go redo their makeup and their hair, pull the bonnet off.
See?
And we waking up like, man, dude, do you know who she was looking like in the morning?
And they wash your back when you're in the tub.
Yeah, wash your back. They get them gloves. Girl, that's gonna be a whole nother show. They get them
The
gloves.
loofah gloves.
Ooh, boy, we be so suckered.
Yeah.
We get with them. Shit, we can't even get them to drive through the drive-through on the way home. To get
Right. You be like, thanks, bitch. Got you now.
They be like, got him. It's so funny. I knew this girl and she was telling me about yoga. And she was going to yoga every day. And then I was like, man, I'm going to go try it out. You know what I mean? I want to get my stretch on.
All right.
And one day I got kind of like, okay, I'm feeling good. Let's go to yoga. So I hit her. I'm like, hey, you still go to yoga? She was like, oh, no, I'm married now.
She got him.
Got him. Got him with the yoga moves. And
She was probably having tantric sex and everything.
now she ain't probably having nothing.
She got lumberjack pajamas.
Yep, and a headscarf. And want to do that sideways sex where they lift up the leg. Come on.
And she says that.
Yeah,
come on. And her scarf stinks.
Yeah, it does stink. Smell like conditioner.
What? Have you ever seen a woman wash her scarf?
No.
They never wash. The scarf is never in the wash.
That's true. Wait a minute. You might got a point there. All right. Next person said, again, closed mouth don't get fed. You have to communicate. How would the other person know that you're not interested if you don't speak up? And show some type of body language. I don't think people should go on what society says personally, but whomever you meet, man, that's kind of fancy.
Watch out.
The person could be the one of a good match. You have to go with your own mindset and not what society say or show. And I think the other part about that society shit is that people live up to society shit, but the people that are judging you on the society shit don't even have what they're telling you.
Exactly.
So they're telling you, oh, you bought that house, it's so little. Mm-hmm. You ain't got a house.
Yeah, it's like a single woman telling a married woman advice.
Right. But I give married people advice all the time.
That means you should stop.
No, it's because
you being a single woman.
No, my brain. It's because a man's brain works better than a woman's brain. So my extra synopsis that's fire. I'm able to come up with these better scenarios.
That doesn't apply to men. That's why I said women.
Yeah, you're right. And put my breast away now. So I think that people, like trying to live up to even other people relationships, people like relationship goals, and they show these people. It's like, if you like somebody and maybe society or maybe it's not politically correct, just do what you like, man.
Yeah, because people go like Beyonce and Jay are their relationship goals, or Cardi B and Offset, and they don't know how many dicks Cardi B had to suck to get to Offset.
So they should just suck dicks until they get to their Offset.
Exactly. Go strip, get some booty put in, suck some dick till you get to Offset.
Yeah, good advice. Person 3. No, it's not. I think you're not interested if you don't communicate with me. Yes, it gives the impression that he's not interested. I like when the thirst is mutual. And that's real, though. And I think women open the door for the dude to fuck with a different chick because you're so busy trying to play hard to get that the next chick ain't playing hard to get. So you're trying to put up all these standards and all these rules that, you know, you miss a good person because you're so busy trying to, you know, play around.
Yeah, because we prefer that it's natural anyway, because like that no kissing on the first date and all that bullshit, it's fly out the door.
And I'm going to tell you this, and a lot of women, that's why so many single women, is because they play these games. And you like to make a dude wait and all this shit. A nigga will play the role for a long ass time. You can make him wait 6 months. You can make him wait a year. You can make him wait 2 years. He get that shit and it's whack. And you think your shit ain't whack, but it is.
Yep.
And he ain't calling you back.
And if you make me wait and it's whack, I'm gonna nut in your hair and steal your son's PSP.
But I'm saying, like, one of the things that I've dealt with somebody and they was like, let's just get this out the way.
Yeah.
And then it was kind of like, I know that sounds kind of crazy, but it was like maybe before we had certain kind of conversations and, you know, hey, what you doing? What's going on?
It's boring.
But, you know, after that, after we connected and the shit was cool, it was like it went to like another level, so to speak. And we end up like hanging out for the next like 3-4 years.
Yeah.
But it was like, you know, just talking to her and going through shit, I didn't want to talk to her at all.
Right.
But after that, it was like, okay, you see what they're working with. But I've had somebody make me wait hella long and you like, this is the shit I was waiting for.
I ordered the big breakfast.
Not to say you shouldn't wait, or you know, you just I think you should do what feels natural.
Yeah, wait if you want to.
You know, I'm older now, so I don't need to add nothing to my body count. I'm good. I'll wait now.
Yeah.
Okay, next person. I fucking hate the word. Oh, I fucking hate that word. I swear. I wish I lived in the damn 70s.
What?
It's a delicate step because folks will call you needy and thirsty in a minute and get turned off because you show interest. It's the dumbest thing ever. Everything in life requires dedication, interest and a goal, all except for dating. It's sad, but you have to under-communicate if you're black because everyone is guarded.
Whoa, I love that. But it's like the term thirsty that a lot of people use nowadays. It's actually only women use it. And they only use it to guys that they're not attracted to.
Right.
If a guy that's like not ripped or sexy like they think tries to talk to him, oh, he thirsty. But if The Rock comes up to you and does the same thing, he's not thirsty. He just recognized what's up.
Right.
I think that's stupid.
Yeah, I mean, but you know, like you said, it's on who they like, and especially, you know, we're in a social media
Microwave society.
So yeah, and I look at these people, and it's like, yeah, you post pictures, you got big ass titties, you got your titties out. Well, me as a dude, I'm supposed to get in your DM. If you walk by me on the street, I'm gonna be like, hey.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm not gonna be polite about it.
I mean, even if I am polite.
She wasn't polite about showing it.
But I'm gonna speak. Because that's what I'm a dude. I'm supposed to speak.
I seen your titties.
And, you know, like you said, people are like, oh, you thirsty, you this and that. You damn right, I'm supposed to be.
Yeah, that's why we came up with the term thirst trap. Because that's what you are. You're a thirst trap if you're trying to trap me into looking thirsty.
Right. Yeah. Chick. So yeah, that's my topic. So my ideal on it is you said that you should under communicate. I say never change who you are, because here goes the problem. You start changing who you are and you're holding back on who you really are. Well, that person was the right person for you, but because you kind of played this game and you were somebody that you wasn't, he didn't get to see the real you. And this happens to a lot of women. They play these games and then they look around and the dude that they was playing with is fucking with somebody else and they taking pictures and they married. Now you want to hate on his pictures on Instagram or Facebook But if you just would have been who you were, you would have been that one that was with that person.
Yeah.
And but you so busy trying to, you never get out the house. Date one, where you want to go? I want to go to Crest Station. Well, what do you order at Crest Station?
Yeah.
You don't know what to order because you never been.
You just keep hearing about it. It's like back in the day when people used to have blind dates. Now, they don't have many blind dates now, but on a blind date, you talk to a girl on the phone for a while. Your talk is pretty much fucking boring.
Right.
Until you guys meet and you're attracted to each other. Then the conversation gets very interesting because she talks to you different.
Right.
Because she's like, oh, he's cute, so I'm going to talk to him different now. You get along and all that. And then after you eventually have sex, the conversation gets even better. It's like, oh, he has some good dick. So now I can tell him all my hopes and dreams.
Right. So when the guy has good dick, then you're able to tell him your hopes
Yeah,
and dreams.
If he has good dick, I'm usually able to tell him my hopes and dreams after that.
All right,
Thanks a lot, Safari.
What's your next topic?
Well, the next one's another serious topic. It's married black men's opinions as to why black women are disproportionately single, a qualitative study.
Are black women actually single? I mean,
Disproportionately single. I wouldn't really call them single. It's just when they don't have a dick in them.
Yeah. I mean, I think that most of these women out here, they have somebody that they're dating.
Yeah.
They have somebody that they're kicking it with. So they're not technically single sitting at home with cats. Mm-hmm. They just got the dude that won't commit to them. So they just mess with other dudes on the side.
And they got teacup Yorkies now. They start fucking with them cats. They want the little dogs now.
Oh, so she doesn't have a bunch of cats anymore. She has dogs.
She has dogs. She has 2-3 of them, and they dress like
it. All right, let's go.
I didn't make this up.
All right.
So there's a study that they studied 52 black men back in 2012. Now, that's a couple years ago, but what they're saying is still valid. Now, one of the things they found is that there are 91 black males per 100 black females.
See, there's more women on the planet than men.
Right. Available black females outnumber black males as a result of mortality, morbidity, and imprisonment among black males and increased longevity for black females. That means they live longer. We in jail, we dying, or we hella fat. That's not what it means.
They've been trying to kill us. Look out, man.
We're incarcerated. Because they say 1/3 of black men between the ages of 20 and 29 are in prison.
Locked up, won't let me out.
And that's why old dudes are winning, because the dudes between 20 and 29 are young dudes. So the women between 20 and 29, them 40-year-old dudes be fucking them.
The 40, look for a 29-year-old woman.
Because her boyfriend in jail.
He ain't getting out.
He won't let him out.
All right.
Now I'm looking for one of the they actually asked these dudes a lot of questions, and in order to get them to open up, they had other black males in the room, because you're just not going to answer a question a white woman asks you. You know what I'm saying? So one of the guys was a 46-year-old Ronald, married for 13 years, stated, "A lot of black women, they run their mates off nagging. Stop nagging and listen sometimes, and you don't have to worry about not being married. You got a lot of single women, no fathers and kids. The reason they got no mates is because they probably ran them off. Yakking and wanting them less, wanting this and wanting that. Stop all that complaining and fussing and fighting and arguing, because one day you're going to really want to settle down as you get older. Right now they're young, still feeling themselves, and when they get older, they're going to see it. It'll take time to change." That's one dude. Now these dudes in their 40s, and they've been married for how long? Like this guy here, 49-year-old Danny, who had been married for 25 years, remarked, "I can't say for sure, but I think the way black women handle and approach black men sometimes has a lot to do with it. I've been a firm believer that a black woman can get a man and get the right man, but the way they go about it, doing it, is the reason they don't get a man." He's illiterate. "I believe if you approach it right and you handle it right, you're supposed to make the man say, 'I want this,' and bring him into a situation where he says, 'This is the best thing that's ever happened to me.'"
Now that's some real talk. That is real talk.
Mm-hmm. And they all should believe more of that. But there's another guy who was blaming prisons and things like that. But here's a good one right here. This is the final one I got for you. Lionel, 34 years old and married for 13 years. He said, "If you're a Christian, you have to believe in the woman submitting. And that's a curse word to an African-American woman. African-American woman.
It's curse word.
Me? Submitting? Submissive? but they have to understand the context of what the word means. Let's say you marry a 30-year-old black woman. She's been single all her life. She took care of herself. She's self-sustaining. She got her own car, got her own crib. You know, that INDE, the independent sister. Then you marry her. Then you come in trying to be a man and say, well, I'm the man of the house. I'm going to take care of the house. She'll say, no, I've been doing it on my own. So you got to break that. It's tough. Break that. Really tough. There's some real peculiar creatures. They're the epitome of being from Venus and Mars. And that's an allusion to the book, Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus, blah, 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 and all of that. So he's saying that you come in trying to do it the right way. She's been taking care of herself, and she bucked the system.
Yes, I've experienced that.
Yeah, don't buck the system. Fuck the man. So I say, you know, there's different kind of ways of approaching why some women are single, why they're not. I'm saying black women because I've never in my life dealt with any other woman. So my experience is with black women. Mm-hmm. So
have you ever experienced that where you wanted to be the head of the house and she just wouldn't let you?
No. Yeah, I actually have. I have, but it was all to a certain extent. Mm-hmm. It's because they go by, if you make, here's the thing though, whether I make more than her or not, mm-hmm. I'm still the man of the house.
Oh yeah, without.
You know, I can make $5 an hour, she can make 20. I'm still supposed to be the man of the house. Yeah, well, it's not that I order her around, it's that she recognized me as the head.
Right.
I should be able to make a suggestion.
Yeah, but the whole thing is that money, that has nothing to do with your household, right?
Right.
I remember I dated a girl and she came in one day and said, the pastor said, nigga, whoa, he don't live here. Right. Like, this is my house. Like, you kidding me? Like, I was so upset. I'm still mad.
Can you form your words together?
I said so many cuss words. It was ridiculous.
That's why in my current relationship, I don't have those kind of problems at all. She knows I wear the pants, and she will tell people that he wears the pants. He's the man in the house. And I don't flaunt it, but I live it.
Right. Yeah, that's the thing, though. Is that if you're put in the position and you take it and run, mm-hmm. that how can you be mad at that?
That's right. You do the right thing.
All right. Next topic. Okay. Let's say you was in a relationship and it was about a year. It's going great. The head is hella bad. Oh. Is that a deal breaker? And how do you tell the person without hurting their feelings?
First of all, you don't tell the person. Huh. And in my position, I don't want to say person because I don't be getting head from a girl.
But you know, guy or girl.
Right. I would say that the head is bad is not a deal breaker because that's something that could be changed and taught. Because you could approach it like this. You know, babe, the way that you give me head is cool, but I like it a certain way. Like you present it as what she's doing is not bad, scraping her teeth, crush your dick. Just tell her a different way to do it. Like some dudes like when you scrape your teeth across their head, but I don't.
But I'm saying, how do you tell somebody something like that without hurting their feelings?
That's the way you say it. You say like, hey, that technique you got, I bet there's another way to do it.
So it's not a deal breaker if she's horrible at giving head.
No, not at all.
But you just have to find a nice way to tell her that her head is horrible.
Yeah, because even at my age right now, it's not even about head. I mean, come on, head is cool, right. But that's not what the whole thing is about. It's about getting my nut. If she can use her hand, I'm cool.
Okay. Head is very important.
I mean, but once you get married, though, the head diminishes. It's the reality of it.
So I have a thing that you should do. I think you should get a jar, and every time she gives you head, you put $1 in there and be like, "This is what your Christmas present is. Whatever is in this jar."
It's like if you complain about. I mean, I get enough head at home. I won't say I don't, right. But some people don't.
Right.
But if you complain to your wife or mate about not getting enough head, then all of a sudden they want to give you head. Right. And then you go, wait. I don't want sympathy head.
No, I don't take sympathy head.
I want you to do it on your own.
No. Sympathy, whatever you need as motivational factors, I'm totally okay with it.
Yeah, but I don't. In summary, I don't think it's a deal breaker. I think you should suggest something nicely, the way they could do it better.
Yeah, I don't think it's a deal breaker unless it's like. So here goes the issue. Whatever whack head you're getting, Somebody liked that maneuver.
Right.
So nobody told her or told him that whatever they're doing is absolutely horrible.
And they were like, ooh,
So
baby, you're great.
you have to tell them in a way that, because if you tell them and they get offended, you're not getting any head.
Right. You're
so
done.
is bad head worse than no head?
No. Head from the neighbors even better.
So I mean that's the thing you got to think about, is bad head worse than no head?
Yeah, I'd rather get bad head than no head.
Right. I mean,
because then you could always just flip it and fuck her face.
Right. I mean, but you got to be able to have those conversations, and if you can't have those conversations, you have a bigger problem than head.
Right.
So, okay, first person, it shouldn't be a deal breaker. I believe the best critic is when she's in the best critic.
Yeah.
Is when she's in the moment. She's down there. Tell her what you want in a sweet, sexy way. She's already willing, so she will be more open to it, opposed to afterwards laying next to her or in a phone conversation. If she needs to slow down, tell her that. If you want her to suck on the head, if you want her to take it all, make that request. If she's really into you, she will oblige.
You know what's messed
like, during the act, I mean that's probably the best time.
Yeah, enthusiasm is great, but you know what messed it up for me is in my mind I'm thinking comedians. I'm thinking like the Eazy-E song, we used to take it all, baby. So you don't want to say that because you sound like you're quoting that. She suck a good dick. You know, you're thinking all that stuff. It's like it messes it up some. Because you don't want to laugh on the inside, like, oh, I sound like Chris Rock.
Okay, person 2. I wouldn't say it's a deal breaker. I think it should be communicated during fellatio. By the way you deliver the message is, baby, do this or do that, softer, harder, deeper, etc. Oh, that feels good, like that. Exactly how I like it. Oh, you don't communicate. If you don't communicate your likes or dislikes, one will do what the last partner enjoyed. So that's like what I said. Like they're gonna do their whatever finishing move they have.
right. And it doesn't work with men as much as it works with women. Mm-hmm. A man's finishing move can be used on multiple partners.
No, but that's not true. That's what I told some. Oh, that's what I told somebody. I said that.
Should be listening to.
I already got that.
Make sure you look us up on Facebook or Instagram.
It's like, no.
All right, so that's what I told somebody. The first time I have ever had fellatio on a woman. Wait,
you don't have fellatio. She has fellatio.
Right, you know what I meant. The first time she wanted her clit sucked.
No, wait, that's true. Fellatio is to you, cunnilingus is to her.
Okay.
I just want to get it right.
First time I ate some pussy. Okay. She wanted her clit sucked like really hard.
Okay.
Right? And she just would grind my face and I didn't know what the fuck. I just knew my face hurt after.
Right.
So then when I got with the next girl, I tried that and she grabbed my head. She was like, "What the hell are you doing?"
Right.
And I was
true.
like,
yeah.
"Oh, this shit used to work."
Right.
And
this
she
was
wanted
my thing.
She wanted her clit licked like a little fucking baby lamb.
Too much fucking trouble.
She just wanted it lightly licked. And so, you keep going, and then, everyone is different. So
yes,
I think
that's true. Yeah.
Like you said, some girls think that rubbing their teeth against your dick is good.
Right. Like, ooh, scrape that dick.
Some don't use enough spit. Some use too much spit.
And some girls want you to tongue fuck them, which I've never been able to do because my tongue ain't long enough. I don't have a dick tongue. It's short and stubby.
All right, person number 3. A year and is everything else is good. I would pay to invest in having a girl learn some techniques that work for you. I would pay to invest. Every man's stroke is different. He would have to guide her along. Let her know gently he loves her, he values her, he appreciates her.
Fuck that.
But if it's an area that he wants to help her improve, if not a reflection of her, it's not a reflection of her. It's just his needs aren't being met. And maybe I should have pre-read this.
Yes.
And he wants to guide her through so they can both receive the maximum pleasure that they can give each other. A satisfactory sex life that they both deserve. Shit.
There are 2 sentences that never got a man's dick sucked better. That's I love her and I appreciate and value you.
Yeah, you
don't get any better head from that.
No.
She's gonna start crying and shit.
Yeah.
You got tears on your dick.
Yeah, and then you get tears and gag her.
Yeah, and
You
crying.
you make her get some real tears.
Nothing worse than a girl crying while you fucking her.
Yeah, nah, it's pretty good anyway.
Take this, bitch.
I love this dick. Okay, person 4. She better watch Superhead video.
Oh.
Watching porn videos with your mate to start out. Or guide him or her in the right direction you want the person at. But you just point blank saying your head game is terrible. A woman is sensitive. A man pride, ego means a lot. That's true. You can't just go out and be like, you know what? The last girl sucked the shit out of my dick.
You can't.
Whack.
Yeah, you cannot do
Or
that.
I used to like it like this.
And the one thing you can't see in a Superhead video is she swirls her tongue while it's on the dick. You can't just see that.
Is that the technique you use?
No, I usually just use my teeth and scrape across the Call that the Flintstone head.
Oh man.
This is how we sharpen steel.
So just to wrap it up with that, is bad head a deal breaker? I don't think it should be a deal breaker. Bad effort is a deal breaker.
Right. Lack of effort.
Yeah, lack of effort. Because effort and enthusiasm will push you way past,
Yeah.
bad head.
Because even good head is better with enthusiasm.
Yeah, enthusiasm was really what makes it good.
Yeah. Bad head with enthusiasm is great.
You like, look at her.
God damn it.
She's just choking on this.
Watch her go.
Look, you come here.
Chugga, chugga, chugga.
You girl, come here. Nobody suck a dick like you.
You better suck that dick. I value you.
I value and I love you. Now go make me a sandwich.
Yeah, that reminds me of a joke though. It was me and Steph sitting there watching a commercial, right? And the lady goes, "This is gonna look great in my lady lair." And she's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna give me a lady lair. Whatever." I said, "What? When did they rename the kitchen?"
A lady lair in the kitchen. So yeah, let's wrap up the show, man. Where can they find us at?
I'm gonna have to look up exactly so I get all these names perfectly right. But we are on iHeart. We're on Google Play. We're on Libsyn. We're on Facebook. You can actually look up our hear the podcast at www.grownmenchoppingitup.com. It'll take you right to the podcast page. You can listen, comment, and find us on iTunes. You can rate and review also.
Yeah. Well, until next week.
Till next week.
Peace. So that concludes our show tonight. We know there's a lot of podcasts you could be listening to.
And should be listening to.
So we thank you for riding with us. I'm J.R. Rydha.
And I'm Kerry with a K. Make sure you look us up on Facebook or Instagram or get at us on grownmenchoppingitup@gmail.com. That's spelled out GROWNMENCHOPPINGITUP. And remember, everybody kneeling ain't praying.
Peace.